Hi everyone, welcome to Goddess Renaissance. My name is Danielle and I am a goddess guide, and today I am going to do a little tarot reading. I don't actually know what is going to come out, so we'll see what I've just been intuitively guided to do another YouTube reading. So we'll see what the cards show. So I've got a few decks that I've been guided to use. So we've got the Wild Unknown Tarot deck and the Everyday Witch deck by Deborah Blake for the tarot, and then for the oracle cards at the end I'm going to pull from these beautiful goddess power cards, the Sacred Feminine Oracle. So we'll see what comes up. I sense it might be a twin flame soulmate soul flame or soul flame, a twin flame or a soulmate, or some kind of significant spiritual connection reading around that. So but we'll just see what the cards bring out and see what happens. So I am a professional tarot reader, and I also do holistic goddess healing sessions and goddess empowerment sessions, as well as programs particularly aimed at anyone who's gone through any kind of toxic relationship or issues with self-sacrificing or any kind of narcissistic abuse. So you can check out my website. I'll leave all the details below about that. Or if you want to book a private reading, I also have through my Shakti shop on my website, there are various lengths of readings that you can book, or for various topics. So you can book a private reading with me if you so desire. Otherwise, I hope you'll enjoy this general reading. It'll probably be about 20 or 30 minutes, and it'll just be a general collective reading, and we'll see what messages come through. So, one thing that I have a few regular tarot clients who come to me, and they know that one thing that happens is my tarot cards like to jump all over the shop. They often end up on the floor and I'm scrambling around. So far off the bat we've already got Six of Swords, which came out in reverse, but I feel like I don't always read reversals. I'm an intuitive reader, so I also don't always read the traditional tarot meanings of the cards. So you might know a different meaning to what I'm reading because I'm picking up intuitive messages from spirit as I read. So with the Six of Swords, I feel like this is really moving, whoever this message is for, you're moving into better times. You're moving into, you can see this, it's almost like rain coming down, and there's these swords down the bottom, and it's a really, black and white, quite bleak. I'm hearing like you're moving out of bleak times and into this rainbow. So there's been perhaps some healing, like a rebalancing of your chakras, because rainbow is often indicative of chakras, which are the 7 main energy centers linked with the 7 colors of the rainbow. So you might have moved into through a period of healing. You're moving out of something quite painful. So swords are to do with like truths and decisions, and related to the air element. So it's usually related to mental conflict or things like that. And it could just be, even if you didn't have a difficult situation in your life, like, you might not have moved out of a relationship or something, but you might have it might be moving out of a negative way of thinking, even like a subconscious pattern or a negative thought pattern or habit or belief system, or even like I'm hearing, like, even though it's not Pentacles, which is normally job, it could be work or job related, that you're moving out of a time that has been a bit of a struggle, and a bit of, like, you can see all these swords just piled in a big heap on the ground. So there might have been some mental conflict around that, and you're moving out of that into better times with the rainbow here. And the next card that I got, some of you will be pleased to see this message, especially given I was guided to say this was a twin flame or soulmate or significant soul connection reading. And next up we have the Lovers, which is beautiful. And again, I feel like it is moving out of this difficult time with the rainbow here, and here you've got the sort of all the colors of the rainbow around, and these 2 birds just flying off. So it's like flying, lifting up out of that situation. And the minute I said that, it was 4:44 on the clock. So that's quite a significant 444 or 44. Is both. It can mean a twin flame number, or it can also mean a significant foundation in terms of a relationship. So it's very auspicious and a very good sign. And also birds is really beautiful. I sense that this could be related to it might be that you and your counterpart, or the person that you're watching this about, you might both really love travel. So I kind of feel like with the fact that in this case, like in some of the other card decks, the lovers are two people. They might be holding hands or something. In this case, it's two birds flying. So it might be that you're looking to travel with them, or move abroad with them, or move homes, or just kind of fly around together. Like it's just that like move about together in that sense. So yeah, you might be. Yeah, you might be big travelers, I feel like, with the way it's got the birds. Like, might be, yeah, okay, I'm hearing like migrate. So it might be that you migrate, actually. So whoever this person is, perhaps they've been stuck or away from you, or in another country or something like that, the person you're inquiring about. And you're moving out of that, or they're moving out of that situation. Perhaps if they were trapped, they're moving away from that, and you're now going to migrate so you can be together and travel together, or be in one place together. So it might be that you have to move to the other side of the world, or they have to move, or you both move, or something along those lines. But I'm hearing something like the way birds migrate, after winter. So that's another message. So we'll see what else comes through. Beautiful, yeah. So 8 of Swords. So there's definitely some protect. Okay, so this connection is being protected from outside issues. So this could well be a twin flame, because often twin flame connections end up not being terribly conventional from the outside, or often there might be significant people in your life perhaps who disagree with the type of connection that you have, or this could just be generally, if the twin flame label doesn't resonate, or you don't know what it is, don't worry. If it's just a general soul connection, or relationship, or whatever it is, whatever this lover's connection is, it's being protected. So you can see, even though there's all these swords kind of coming at it, or conflict potentially, or challenges, or people questioning it, or whatever it might be, this little butterfly chrysalis is hanging suspended in the air above, with a sword, holding it up and just keeping it just enough away. So yeah, you're sort of in a little bubble, the two of you. I'm hearing like a protective bubble. Are there any other messages about this twin flame? Four of Wands. Okay, so this could be the snake there. It could be like a Scorpio. And then you've got the 9 of Cups. So Daughter of Wands. So that's like the Page of Wands. It's a really beautiful card in this case, with the snake wrapped around. I feel like this is really the way the snake has this almost like figure of 8. It's like very yin yang. So it's a very balanced connection. It's very passionate. So Wands is linked to passion. It's linked to the fire sign. So it could be that your person is or you are a fire sign, as your sun or moon or rising, but I feel like more than that, though. It's more to do with, this is what's sustaining the connection at the moment. This is what's pulling it forward, is this the way it's got this this wand. Sorry, it's gone a bit dark suddenly. There we go. This wand, or this branch, with these little buds of flowers, these pretty little blossoms showing. It's really like a new romance blossoming, I feel like, or a new a new, some, or the, whatever the connection was, it's blossoming into a new stage. And in the same way that a snake sheds its skin, and then it's often symbolic of like a new cycle. It might be that this is moving into, this connection is moving into a cycle where there's more passion and more of a spark, or and it's quite new or quite a young energy, because daughter is like the youngest in the court cards. So and quite feminine. And yeah, just blossom. I'm just hearing blossoming. Something's blossoming, something's budding. It's just this new. So it could also mean spring. Something's going to happen in spring. This connection might evolve a little bit more. I mean, we've just had the spring equinox, and we're moving into that now. And then you've got the 9 of Cups, which is very auspicious again, and a very good sign. And so cups are all related to emotions and emotional fulfillment. So nine of Cups is it often speaks of an individual person feeling completely fulfilled in and of themselves, and without needing, usually like 10 of Cups is that kind of complete fulfillment, that sort of, having a family and all bows and ribbons attached sort of thing. But 9 of Cups usually still means being fulfilled in some way, like having it's sort of like 9 out of 10, like it's like 9/10 there. You're still 90%. Everything's lining up, and you're feeling fulfilled anyway. And you've got the moon there, so I feel like this is for, perhaps this is linked with whoever is the feminine of the connection. And when I say that, it doesn't necessitate that's the female, because everyone has masculine and feminine energies within us, and so sometimes a man can actually identify more as the feminine in a connection, and sometimes a woman can be the masculine. So it can go either way. It's about the balance in the connections. It often is that the female is the feminine, but it can totally be the other way around. So just be open-minded and see what resonates for you. It might be that whoever is the feminine in the connection is moving into this emotional fulfillment and feeling emotionally fulfilled, or this relationship is moving into a state of being emotionally fulfilling, or sort of blossoming into both the sort of passionate side of things, as well as the emotional fulfillment. So it's like, it's not just physical, it's also emotionally, I'm hearing like reciprocal, like it's also, yeah, so it's to do with like you fill your own cup up, and then you're from a place of fullness within yourself, you're able to give to that other person, and vice versa, like they're able to do the same for you. So it is all the bells and whistles. So don't feel like it's not going to give you the grand fulfillment. It's just kind of saying that to be perhaps conscious of, or that you're moving into a state of knowing how to be really self-fulfilled first, and like find that like total emotional fulfillment and fullness from within, so that you can give from that full place, and to find that balance. And I'm just going to get a clarifier card on that, just because I feel like there's more to come out about that 9 of Cups. Let me get a clarifier on the 9 of Cups. There we go. Wow. Yeah, exactly, 2 of Cups. My goodness, I couldn't get a clearer. That's absolutely beautiful. So 2 of Cups is 2 of Cups and the Lovers, that is a pretty, whoever this message is for, this is an absolutely incredible reading. I don't know that I've gotten such like clear, emotional, loving Cups energy, all 3 cards like this in one reading before. And when I said that, I just saw 444 again, 1444 on the clock. so yeah, it's kind of saying find that emotional fulfillment within first, individually, so that you can have your Two of Cups with this person. You definitely will. Like it's for sure destined. Whoever's drawn to this reading, and there's, these readings are timeless. No matter when you find them, it's trust that it's for you. And if you've been drawn to it and you feel drawn to it, and it resonates, then this message is for you whenever you watch it. But definitely, this Two of Cups is a result of the work you've done to come into that stable emotional place and filling your own cup first, so that you can give to your partner. And with these two roses here, I feel like this is like the ultimate blossoming of, these little flowers that are starting to bud, and the passion that's starting to bud, and then it's going to, like, come into this full bloom. You're going to have your roses, you're going to have your cake, and you can eat it too. The whole thing is going to come through for you. So yeah, I might pull a few cards from, we're already at 16 minutes, so I'm going to pull a few cards from the Everyday Witch. Here we go. Justice, yeah. Again, that balance with the black and white cat on the scales. Sorry, it's not focusing very well. Focus, there we go. Yeah. So card number 11. Yeah, I'm hearing sort of like it's almost like linked with karmic justice. So wherever you've been wronged in the past, and maybe you've gone through some sort of relationship that, well, you've definitely come out of something that was difficult and conflicting, and you might have had a relationship that was not reciprocal like this in the past. But you're gonna have that justice, that sense of like karmic return, or whatever was taken away will be returned, and all the love that you've given out will be returned, and like I'm hearing triplicate, like in threefold to you. So let's see if there's any other cards. Very positive reading. Hope you find these messages a little bit uplifting if you are, whoa, okay, wow. My goodness, okay. So I'm sensing that's not in reverse, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, okay, here we go. So you've got Ace of Pentacles, and Pentacles are all about the earth and tangible, practical things happening on a physical plane. So it might be that you felt that perhaps some of this connection has been a little bit flighty, or like on again, off again, or stop and start, or like you're not really sure what's been going on, or perhaps if they are based in another part of the world and you don't know if you can see them or if you can start anything tangible with them or something. Or there's been some kind of like religious differences here with this Eight of Swords, and like, having things coming at you, or having sort of potential conflict, or people disagreeing or challenging you, or whatever, or there's some sort of an issue, whether it's a cultural difference or a religious difference or something like that, that's prevented the connection, or class difference, even whatever it could be. It's basically whatever's been keeping it apart, it's going to start materializing, I'm hearing, on like a physical level, and you're going to have this new beginning. And I'm seeing like a ring on the ground, and also on the ring there's like a little yin yang symbol. I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, it's a little bit blurry, sorry, but there's a little yin yang symbol on the ring. So I feel like for those of you who might be looking for marriage, it might be a marriage proposal, or it might just be the next level of commitment, or it might just be that you actually do get to like move together and actually have a tangible physical relationship, where before you haven't been able to have that. Like maybe you've just had a long distance thing, or you've just been friends long distance, or not been able to meet, particularly because of the pandemic. Maybe you've ended up being separated. But now with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like you've got this new beginning, this fresh start, this tangible. You've got like there's a house in the background, and then she's got her she's got her broom and then holding up a coin, like a physical thing. Like this is symbolic of like this physical thing that we're actually starting. And with the sun in the background, it's just like a really beautiful, like bling, like really just really tangible, like literally just something that's going to start happening on the physical level. And then it's followed by 6 of Pentacles, which is just very abundant, and you've got this like sun behind her. And 6 of Pentacles is usually like giving, being in a position of being able to be generous and giving to others, and being sort of, you know, plush basically, or, you know, just so I think of it as related to a connection. It's okay, so it's linked, it's again, it's linked with what I was saying earlier about that 9 of Cups and filling your emotional cup so much yourself that you're so full you can then give to others, so that then you have this 2 of Cups come in. This is further backup of that. So it's further confirming that same message that but like a generosity of love, and if you have come into that state where you're able to solidify some kind of romantic connection or loving soulful connection or something, you will be by virtue of being in a beautiful soul connection and feeling that love both for yourself and for the other person, and being reciprocal with all of that, and being in that love energy, you'll be radiating that out and sharing it to others, and other people will feel that vibration because it's so high and it's so like uplifting being around people who are in that type of energy. And I'm not talking about like couples who are like massive on public displays of affection. No, I'm talking about like when you can feel it vibrationally, right? Like you can see when people are even if they're not necessarily romantic partners, but they just have that beautiful soul love for each other, and it radiates out, and that's linked with that. And it's followed by the Magician card, which I feel like is to do with you've got to a point where you can define how you want this relationship or whatever it might be, the connection or other aspects of your life. You can get to a stage where like you can actually magic and manifest, because this particular type of soul connection is so high level, and with the 2 of you kind of coming together, that's like activating those powers within you like even more. Like it's bringing you into, I'm hearing like this might be quite a specific message for like one person. It's bringing you into like in a really strong way like your witch and wizard powers. So I don't know if one of you out there kind of identifies like with Wicca, or it doesn't even have to be specifically with that, but like with your inner witch or your inner wizard. And the person you've got in mind is quite wizardly. I mean, they don't have to like, you know, totally go and subscribe to the whole thing and be starting a coven or anything full on. It can just speak of your own internal manifestation powers and your own internal belief in your ability to I'm hearing like law, like basically just law of attraction. Like you've got to a point where you can start mastering. Like that's what the Magician card is. It's about that mastery, you know, like you can see he's got these like he's working with, you know, the elements, you know, and alchemizing them. And I feel like the 2 of you activate that in each other. You by virtue of coming together, you've ended up creating this like super, it's like a power couple basically, in whatever it is you do. So it doesn't have to be specifically witchy wizardy stuff. It's just that's the kind of archetype that you both have, that you activate within each other, that you are then able to kind of master whatever it is you might both be in some completely different industry, or you might even do separate things but respectively in your own separate things. Or maybe once you do come together, you are able to, because with all this Pentacles energy, it might well be that you both start a business together, or you start some kind of financial venture or project or something tangible in the physical realm together. Maybe you start a shop together, or you start some kind of, I don't know, just some kind of business or some kind of project or some kind of something that you might not even think at the beginning is going to bring money in, but you do. You get to a point where it's very, you're very abundant, or it's very fruitful, and you're able to give to others, and you're in a position of being able to give to others. Because I feel like, with this Magician, and he's got all the elements there, like the Pentacles, the earth, the fire, the water, the cups, and air with the swords, and he's able to work with all four. So whatever it is that you go into or you're drawn into, and that might evolve over time, it's such a bright card, isn't it? Look how beautiful it is. You activate this Magician archetype within each other, and it starts to grow and grow, that power, that manifesting power, that mastery of whatever it is you want to create. So, wow, amazing reading, my goodness. It's really nice to do such a uplifting, super positive reading. My gosh, with all of those cards there, like the Lovers, Daughter of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Two of Cups. Look at that. That is just absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful energy and beautiful cards, and like a really lovely romantic, passionate, emotionally fulfilling connection coming in for someone here, whoever has been guided to this message today. So if you enjoyed this reading and you would like to book a private reading, if you'd like something more bespoke to your situation, then have a look at the details below. The details from my website are down there. I'm just going to pull an oracle card to finish up from the Goddess Tower deck. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely. Tara. Goddess Tara. It's quite difficult to see on here. Sorry, the zoom on this isn't working very well tonight. So the message is peace, harmony, and compassion, celestial beauty and lightness from the lotus of rebirth. Yeah, definitely. Rebirth. I feel like for sure that's an absolute theme. Whatever someone's gone through here is quite intense, coming out of quite a dark time for one or other of you, or both of you maybe. Discern what you no longer need and awaken to a new solution, vision, lifestyle, or inner strength, a redirection. Yeah, that's like that moving, I think, the redirection and an awakening. Yeah. And I feel like this is linked with this Eight of Swords card, where moving into like peace and harmony, and same with the Justice as well, moving into a situation where you're getting that retribution in a good way, like that karmic justice. You're letting go of what's no longer needed. With the Six of Swords here, you're moving away from that. You're moving away from this conflict, from these difficult times, and you're having these scales of justice balanced, and the love that you lost, or that whatever you had to rebirth through and heal from and be pulled, elevated from. You're going to get a rebirth out of that. There's going to be an awakening. You're going to have a new solution, which is this Ace of Pentacles. So that could speak of if this message, if you're not in any particular kind of connection, but you're still drawn to this message, and you're not wondering about a soulmate or any kind of intimate connection or soul connection that way. If it's for you, then it could just be that you're going through all of these things anyway, individually and within yourself, and it's happening on an individual level. In terms of, lovers can mean coming into a state of self-love. Even Two of Cups can mean coming into a state of inner balance with your masculine, your inner masculine, your inner feminine. You know, nine of cups very much speaks of like that individual filling your own cup up and feeling really fulfilled, and, you know, breaking away from any kind of codependent energy and needing someone else to feel okay on your own. Ace of Pentacles is new beginning, like, you know, that could mean a new job or something like that. So for sure, with this redirection and awakening, a new solution, a new vision, new lifestyle, there could well be a new, something new and fantastic, like whether it's a new project that you start yourself. You know, with the Daughter of Wands here, this could be, you know, just a spark of a new beginning, a new creative project, with wands being creativity as well, and spark. So this, you know, if you're still drawn to this and you're not specifically in a connection, you can absolutely still read the same energies in relation to just what's going on individually within yourself, within your own energy, and what's available for you. So you may well be starting some kind of new venture coming through, potentially in could be in spring. I felt like with the blossoms coming through here, so it could be literally right now, or whenever you're drawn to this. Or, you know, I know the southern hemisphere at the moment are going into you know, autumn and winter, so, you know, that might be next year for you. So whatever resonates. But yeah, with Tara, it's definitely you're coming into a time of peace. I mean, she's just really reiterating this kind of with the rainbows and the healing that's happened and the rebirth, and coming out of a time of darkness into this like harmony and compassion and self-love and new direction and everything like that. So yeah, so I feel like whoever this is for, whether it is just for an individual person or you're asking about a specific connection, it's all extremely positive and beautiful and optimistic, and fresh new times ahead, and a lot of love, you know, with all that cups energy, and a lot of stability and abundance with all that pentacles. I mean, look at all the sun. I feel like with these three cards, you've just got so much radiance coming out. Look at it's like three cards with the sun kind of behind them. So you're coming into a very sunny time. So it could be that this is happening in summer, or just generally in your life, you're just coming into that state of like an inner summer within. Like you're just, you're shining your light, and you're happy, and you're finding the optimism and that happiness within yourself anyway, which of course is a really great space to be in, to be able to, you know, find that love match, if that is what you're looking for, if that's what your query is about today by listening to this reading. So my lovelies, I'm going to leave it there for now, because this is going on 30 minutes. I thought it was going to be 20. But as I mentioned, all my details are below if you'd like to book a private reading. Otherwise, stay tuned. I am hoping to start uploading some more content on my website around goddesses and some goddess meditations and so forth. Bear with me, because I'm still building the business up a little bit. I'm working with clients at the moment on the side and running a goddess program. So I will get there with putting up some new YouTube content very, very soon. So keep an eye out, and I will speak with you soon. All my love. Bye-bye.